Hello, Frog fans. Welcome to Post Game Beers Podcast. We are coming to you live on a Tuesday, which is random because the Frogs don't have a Tuesday game this week. They played on Monday, which you already know if you're listening to this podcast. But we wanted to bring you the full recap after 4 days of games. 3 of them very depressing. One of them slightly not depressing. Question mark. We'll talk about this. Yeah, we'll talk about it on the pod. I'm joined by my friends Ray Cartwright. We've got Martin Guerrero, surprisingly on the recap.
Look at that California tan.
He's never here on the recap. Back from California, and we cannot wait to hear from him. So, fellas, it's Tuesday night. We're after the games. Let's not talk about the games right now, but how are we feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I had a pretty good little Tuesday. I have been watching, so for the last month or so, I've finally decided to watch the critically acclaimed HBO drama, The Sopranos. First time ever.
Wow.
In season 4.
We should just talk about that.
Yeah, how would
should we
how
start
would
with
Tony
season
and the gang?
Tony would have fainted if he was me.
Yeah. What would he be saying to his psychiatrist right now after watching TCU baseball this last weekend?
Let's see.
So that's what's going on with me. Whole lot of nothing.
Martin, how are you?
I'm blitzed. Like, I woke up early this morning by total accident. Woke up before my alarm, and we look at our phones and we see that our flight got delayed by like 2 hours or something. So, we messed around. We looked at the app and we said, "Oh, there's a flight leaving in 3 hours. Let's do that." And it's just been rushing to get home. We got to take the rental car, got to check out the hotel. You got to put gas in the rental car. You got to go to the airport, go through TSA. There was a huge long line with Southwest when we got there. That was longer than the TSA line. We made it like 10 minutes before the gates closed. So
actually, you know what? Let's stay here. Let's stay here.
I've got a couple questions for him.
We're in this space right now, so we're not leaving yet. You went to LA to watch the Frogs play UCLA, which we can talk about. We can talk about the games. No one is interested in the recaps, but tell us about your experience getting out there, what the ballpark was like, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of everybody knows I like to go to the away games, and last year went to San Diego, a couple years ago went to Cincinnati, West Virginia. I kind of had this one circled. I've always wanted to go see Jackie Robinson ballpark, and my wife's from Southern California, so it's always nice to get out there and like go back and see where she's from. I'll tell you right now, I was severely disappointed by Jackie Robinson's stadium.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Given what I've seen on social media.
So, I've been to about 90% of the D1 parks in the state of Texas. I've been to every single one in like Arizona, Kansas, Oklahoma. I've been to a lot of ballparks. I've been to a good number in California as well. I guess the biggest difference is most of the California ones that I've been to were private schools, and I don't know, man. I guess I was just expecting UCLA. They got the Big Ten money. They're in LA. They got freaking national championship. You would think it would be something cool, something historic. I don't know. It was just kind of it's not on campus. It's So apparently this year, okay, so if you don't know, UCLA plays at a park that's under the VA. And so I don't know how long they've been playing there, maybe like 100 years, but they basically have had this deal with the VA for almost continuously, like without an issue until recently. A couple years ago, they started having an issue. Um, it was There is absolutely no on-site parking. You have to park at a parking garage in Westwood, and then they have school buses shuttle you to the field, and that's how everybody gets to the game unless you're part of the VA.
Ooh, Martin, that gives me such anxiety.
Yeah,
I like to know where to park.
yeah, some places have parking garages, some places have, parking lots right there by the field. The only thing you really have to worry about is like a foul ball dinging your car or something. Dude, there is nothing. There is nothing. There's just, school buses that'll take the time that we had to take the shuttle, somebody almost hit our shuttle bus. Like they cut us off and we almost got in a car accident heading to the game. And it's only like 5 or 10 minute drive, but
It's still pretty long.
yeah, because you think that you're like already there, right? When you park your car, you're like, I'm at the
Right.
game now. Well,
Yeah.
not really.
Now you got a side adventure.
Yeah. And then, you got to walk. Oh, and then after the game, you got to walk to where the shuttle picks you up. And there was a huge long line, which you wouldn't, I guess normally there isn't, because their max capacity is like 1,200 or 1,400
Wait, for the whole stadium?
for the whole stadium.
Because
Max capacity.
they said almost every game we're at max capacity, like on the broadcast.
That's probably true, but it was only like 1,400 people. And it was about 45% at least frogs.
Kind of surprised that wasn't higher.
With that max capacity, I'm not. I thought it'd be like 30 to 40, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
What a mess to get into the stadium just to go to the ballpark.
So I'm surprised with that little capacity that it's so easy to get tickets. Did you just walk up and get tickets, or have you bought
No,
them?
I already had tickets bought like a month ago.
Okay.
There's only one restroom.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. So we
makes me kind of appreciate Lupton more.
Yeah, we've been complaining about two restrooms.
Yeah.
They've got one.
Yeah. They have one restroom, long line all the time. Doesn't matter who's hitting, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It's always lines. There's one concession stand where you can get just like the bare essentials.
Popcorn, hot dog, pretzel.
Yeah. And I swear, like the line is always like 40, 50 people long. It doesn't matter when. You always look back, there's a huge long line.
Why is this stadium so revered then? Is it the lookout in the background, like beyond the outfield? Like, because it sounds like a pretty bad experience from a fan.
As far as like amenities, it's probably the worst. It's actually it's not the worst, but it's the worst for a Power 5 or Power 4 school that I've ever seen. I think the reason why it's so revered is because it never rains in Southern California. Like, I will say it was a beautiful day every day. Especially the day games, the sky is super blue and there's not a cloud in the sky. There's no shade, but I mean, you'd probably get cold if there was.
They say the sky's brewing blue out there.
Dude, it kind of is. It's really blue.
Little chilly Friday night.
It was cold. Once the sun went down, it was cold.
So let's stay on the stadium. Is the like underground where the players are is that updated? Because they've got some obviously legit guys that are going to get drafted. Why would they want to stay there? Obviously, besides the weather and UCLA is a fun place to play, but I mean, is there anything nice about the stadium at all?
I mean, they don't have to worry about parking, so
It's
have-
about parking.
Yeah.
But, I
They
mean,
don't- they
I
don't
know
have to
you're
stand in
joking,
the-
but that sucks. That absolutely
Yeah.
sucks. Like to not be able to park and walk to the stadium, like
yeah,
very basic stuff.
yeah. I mean, it's they don't have to stand in the concession lines. They probably got restrooms down there, but I mean, I don't know. Something about that team. It has to be other things, right? Like I don't know, NIL or they have to have some other sort of perks because it's not the facilities. I mean, I don't know if it's I don't know if they have like another training place or something, but like location. It's very pretty, like in LA, in West Hollywood. Um it was funny because I got a weird feeling. These guys have been together for 3 years for the most part. They're so
Mhm.
loud in the dugout. It's kind of, I feel like I was at like a pony league game where all these guys have known each other for 10 years or something.
They've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
These guys like stayed around and uh, convinced their friends to stick around too.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a good way. This is what you want if you're a fan of UCLA. This is exactly what you want. You want your juniors and seniors to say, "Hey, I'm coming back, and stay
Right.
with me. Like,
Yeah.
stay with me, and we're gonna go on another run to the College World Series."
And
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
kind of
it's-
the crazy thing. Sorry, Martin. With this class specifically, right? Because they've had the problem. I mean, up until a couple of years ago, probably right before this class, where all their good talent would transfer away,
yeah.
especially to like LSU.
Yeah, that was a big issue for both UCLA and USC, So if it's an issue for them, it's an issue for the other California schools. But it was a very concentrated effort for them to keep these guys. And I mean, it's worked out. It's kind of like the purest form of college baseball that you can have if you're in Southern California. If you're, like you said, a UCLA fan, these guys are mostly local. They've all been together and they're very good.
Very good. They're like the mini Dodgers.
Yeah. If you want to talk a little bit about the game,
I don't actually. I want to avoid all the games. Hey, let's talk about the games. All right. So you were there. First game lost. Frogs lost 5-1. Second,
That
10
was
to 2.
Saturday. Saturday, yeah, 10-2 on Friday, 5-1.
5-1, and then they put up a little bit of a fight, just a tiny bit of a fight on Sunday, until they got run ruled 15-5. So I didn't even want to go into individual players or things, but thoughts on the whole game, the whole series at this point.
So, like on a macro level, the biggest difference between the two teams, they both have very talented players. They have Rod Shalowski, we have Sawyer Stroh-Snyder. We have a bunch of guys that are, potential draft picks. They have a bunch of guys that are potential draft picks. The biggest difference that I saw was, all those guys, almost none of them made a mistake. The Frogs were kind of waiting for a mistake like they did on Monday to capitalize or whatever. UCLA never made one. UCLA never, and if they did make one, they wouldn't compound it, which is not something that we could say about this TCU team. They make multiple mistakes and kind of let things get away from them. It just seemed like every guy knew where the other guy was going to be, or like their leadoff guy, it seemed like he was on base every time. It just seemed like it seemed like every guy in the lineup, no matter if he was hitting behind a superstar or if he was hitting behind, whoever, they knew what they had to do to get their job done for the next guy, and that they knew that the next guy was going to get their job done. And it just you just don't feel that when you watch this TCU team. Yeah, it's a lot of talented guys, and they're just not the same kind of focus that UCLA showed. They were definitely ready to play. I'll tell you right now, UCLA, and they're led by Rod Chalowski. This series was very important to him. He was still hurting from the sweep that TCU put on him 2 years ago.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
Martin, you're talking about how, TCU was kind of hanging back, waiting for UCLA to make mistakes. And of course, UCLA didn't. But UCLA hammered mistakes.
Yep.
And freaking look at Will Gasparino. Good night. I think every one of his every one of his home runs hit that little I don't know, greenhouse, some kind of nursery they have behind left field.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Can you tell me in the stadium, how did it feel when those guys were hitting home runs? Because on the broadcast, you don't really get a lot of the environment of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like you hear it from the announcer and said, "Oh, he's going long," but you don't hear what's going on in the stadium at all. Like you don't feel that.
So every time Dean West was up to the plate, you felt it inside of you that he was going to get on base.
Dude,
and then
that's the leadoff hitter.
Yeah.
And then did he not get on base once this entire series? Like he was on base every time.
I'm sure he got out maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seemed like more times than not he was on base.
We need some sources to tell us.
Whether he gets a hit, whether he gets a walk or hit by pitch or whatever, it just seemed like he was always on first base, ready for Roch to hit behind him, right? So every time Chalowski came up, I believe Brasfield got him out in the first inning, but after he hit that grand slam, every time Chalowski came up, you felt like he was going to hit a home run.
Dude, you know who Chalowski reminded me of out there?
Tulowitzki.
No, I was thinking Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's so good.
He's bigger, though. I feel like he's bigger than Bobby Witt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big shortstop, plays good defense, big power. That's why I thought of Troy Tulowitzki. But
I mean, that's a good comp too.
Yeah. And then even when he didn't hit a home run, right? He usually got on base. Next guy's up hitting 600 for the year, and the guy after him is in like 500.
And then you got Gasparino, who's hitting what the 7th or 8th slot?
Yeah, yeah, he was hitting 8th. Sometimes, between Chalowski and Gasparino, it seemed like that was like the where TCU got most of their outs. But then I don't know, man. He just comes up, and by Saturday it was like, fuck, is he gonna hit another home run? And then he does.
Dude, well, it always felt like whenever they did, when Gasparino or Chalowski, there was always ducks on the pond.
Yes. I've seen a lot of things said on Twitter about like the pitching, and it's easy to get negative about the pitching when you see how many runs we give up or whatever, but I think it all starts with the defense.
It was not good.
No.
I mean, not that anything was good this weekend. The defense wasn't good.
How it's just the defense is so bad. You could have had Peyton Tolley, Ben Abelt, and Tommy Laporte pitch Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I don't think TCU wins any of those games because the defense was not converting the outs. You have Rod Chalowski hitting routine ground balls, and he's still standing on first for the next guy. Yeah. You have I don't know who striking out in front of Gasparino, but he's on first or second, and he counts as a run because Gasparino hits a home run like the next pitch. So what are you supposed to tell the pitchers when they should have been out of the inning, but now you got to pull them because they just gave up, 5 runs in the inning?
I don't know. I mean, it was tough. It was tough behind the plate too. A lot of pass balls.
Yep. I mean, it was just the worst team to make a lot of mistakes against.
I will say about the pitching, I thought the pitching was pretty good on Saturday.
Yeah.
I thought Lance Davis had improved.
Yeah, he had a good bounce back.
Walter Quinn was good.
Yeah.
And who came in before him? Nate Stern.
Nate Stern pitched well.
They only walked Nate Stern walked 2 in 2 1/3, but Quinn didn't walk anyone. Lance Davis didn't walk anyone. They had 11 punchies.
Yeah, there's a few times where I don't know, guys got pulled after Chalowski hit a home run or whatever, and they're getting everybody else out. I mean, Chalowski's the best player in college baseball right now. Sometimes I wasn't a fan of the quick hook, but what are you going to do? Friday was probably the least competitive game.
Yeah.
I never felt like they had a chance on Friday.
Well, I mean, it felt like it deflated after the Grand Slam.
Yeah, which was what, the second inning?
Yeah.
But see, that's another thing.
Real quick, do you think? I mean, I know we talked about you mentioned that not having Tommy Lepore may not have made a difference, but I don't think he would have given up a grand slam. So
yeah, but we only scored 2 runs.
Yeah,
on Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to the offense.
I'm just saying every time Tommy pitches, I feel like it's a 2-1 or 3-2 game every time.
Now, I think it would have, if Tommy pitched on Friday, I think it would have made a great difference on Sunday. Because we just kind of petered out, run out of pitching, had Cole Eaton, left him out to dry on Sunday.
He took one for the team.
Yeah, I mean, that one was really surprising because it was pretty close, right? It was like
it was, and then they brought Franco in.
Yeah.
Noah, which was kind of weird. But if he can go, he can go, right? But he didn't have it.
That's giving him credit, Ray.
Yeah. What did he walk 3 straight guys?
Well, he gave up a home run for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He pitched to Gasparino, who just, another bomb. Every time that guy was up, I was like, why is this guy going back to why is this guy in the 7th and 8th slot? Like he should be number 2 or 3 because all he does is hit home runs.
He probably sees different pitches hitting down that low.
Yeah.
But I thought he looked like Slender Man.
Dude, he has the longest neck in the world. I said he looked like a bronchiosaurus.
He looks like Gumby. But yeah, I mean, as far as like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we lost the freebies. We gave too many walks. We really didn't have any walks. We struck out too much. Too many free bases. Too many advancing. Both on pass balls, stolen bases, etc.
You were there Friday and Saturday, is that right?
Yeah. I missed Sunday.
Well, that's fine. Sunday, I would argue was maybe the best chance of getting them because they kept, I don't know, coming back, if you will, until the last 3 innings.
I think their Sunday starter is definitely their weakest, link right now. But I mean, maybe if you would have just conceded Friday or Saturday earlier and maybe save some arms for, because like the arms, like you said, pitched well on Saturday. If you totally give up on Saturday and pitch those guys on Sunday, I feel like maybe they could have stolen that one, but that's not how you play the game right now.
Dude, I don't know. And I'm going to go off on a little bit of a mini rant
Go
here
for it.
because I wasn't really mad Friday. I wasn't really mad on Sunday because those games kind of got away from you. Whatever that happens, right? I was so freaking mad after Saturday's game. Just the lack of competitiveness out of the offense to end the game. 9 straight strikeouts. And dude, you have Walter Quinn out there battling. He's fist pumping. He's trying to pour a little energy into this team. And then it is the quickest of 1, 2, 3 strikeouts next. And it's like, okay, well, now I got to go back out there, right? Like the energy level, it was maddening. It was so disgustingly frustrating to watch.
Have the Frogs ever lost on 9 straight strikeouts?
I don't
even know how to look that up.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I bet it's not happened very often. I'll tell you that.
Right.
9 straight?
Dude, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Who was it? Walter Moss?
Waylon Moss.
Waylon Moss is not Paul freaking Skeens out there.
He's really good, but
apparently
he's good.
Yeah.
But dude, he's not 10 strikeouts in 4 innings good.
The Rangers should grab him. Why not?
Why not go down the road to Dodger Stadium?
Man,
that was ridiculous.
Yeah. To put a ball play, like at least, like nothing. That was it. Strikeouts. Nonstop.
And dude, they were the most feeble strikeouts too.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of another difference between TCU and UCLA.
What are you thinking there, Martin? Like in the stadium, you're watching this just go down.
Oh well, shit.
Frustrating.
I was like, "Fuck, this game is flying by."
Well, I got some time left to go to dinner tonight.
Well, actually,
to that resi early.
It kind of sucked because the fucking shuttle wasn't there yet.
The shuttle wasn't.
I swear to God, we had to wait like 20, 30 minutes for the shuttle to come because the game ended so quickly. I swear, that's true story. Facts. But
God, that's so miserable. That's a miserable time waiting, dude.
It was like a humiliation ritual, right? Because you just got pounded on Friday, you just got I guess put to sleep on Saturday, and now you got to ride a bus with a bunch of UCLA fans back to your car.
Were they rowdy UCLA fans?
There's no such thing.
Hey, at least there's that.
Yeah, it was very timid.
That's the highlight of the weekend right there.
Well, yeah, at least in like SEC country.
Oh man, that would have been impossible. Another thing that I thought was interesting, because it's California, UCLA, especially University of California system. First thing I think of is like, liberals protesting and stuff, and West Hollywood, you see more rainbow flags than American flags. But at Jackie Robinson Stadium,
that's ran by the VA, son.
They're saluting the troops every inning. Like nobody says a word during the national anthem and stuff, and it's like
no stars being yelled.
Dude, not a word, dude. You can hear a pin drop.
Everyone at attention.
It feels like the VA they realize that they can make UCLA do whatever they want. Because the no parking thing on site is new this year.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's parking lots, but you can't park there.
That seems like I mean, the VA could be raising some money.
You would think.
All right. So let's break up the weekend and the game against Loyola. Those are totally separate. But what are some positives from the weekend that we can even think about, possibly take away over those 3 games that we lost?
The positives about losing to UCLA is that they are most likely, maybe not number 1, but definitely a top 5 team in the country, and they're in the Big Ten, so they're not going to lose a lot of games. So it's not going to look bad on the resume. That's probably the best thing I could say about it is.
Yeah, it didn't look bad. It was just compounding, right? Because you had Oklahoma, then UTA, and
I think
then
UTA. I mean, if you break up Oklahoma and UCLA with a win against UTA, I think it's not so doom and gloom. But the fact that it was 5 games in a row, Friday was never close, and then you get run ruled on Sunday, it's kind of.
I hate to go like negative right here, right? That was the most disappointing. Like, obviously, we all think that this team has the talent to match up with anyone in the country, right? And they looked like they weren't. They were light years away from us, and we're supposed to be a top 10 team in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can bounce back. It is early. They can figure it out. They can, and that is a very good team. I mean, they were definitely ready. They were so ready to whoop on us.
That's kind of where I left it, Ray, was like I just felt like I'm like, this is the year for this team to do something special.
Yeah.
And not that they can win a series against UCLA. That's a big ask. Like, they're the number 1 team in the nation for a reason. They've got all these guys coming back. They've got freaking Rock Chalosky and Gasparino. These guys are bombers. But to not win 1 game like that's it was surprising to me, because I thought this team had it in them to just do one thing, which is, hey, let's win 1 game, not get swept. That's the goal, right? You go to a away series, don't get swept. That's it.
I don't even care if they would have got swept. If they were competitive, they weren't even competitive in these games.
Yeah, I mean, with all the injuries to the pitching, I wasn't expecting, a bunch of gems to be thrown by the TCU pitching staff, but I was expecting more runs to be scored because, I mean, there's not many injuries to the position players other than Noah Franco, right? I mean, we have pretty much all the offense there, and the pitching staff for UCLA, as far as their starters, like Logan Redmond's a good starter, but he's not the Rod Chalowski of pitching. And their Saturday guy, Mitchell Barnett, he was like 2nd team all Big Ten, which he's a fine pitcher, but what'd he go, like 5 innings, 1 run?
Saturday, 5 innings, 1 run, 2 walks, and 4 punchies. Only 4 punchies.
Yeah, I feel like TCU should have scored some runs off of him. And was Saturday the day where they got a bunch of guys on base and just never could bring them in?
Yeah.
I mean, they only had 5 hits in the game. Only walked twice.
Speaking of Noah, I didn't expect him to see him this weekend. He came in on Saturday. 4 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Did not get an out. Was that related to his injury, do you think? I mean, compared to the Big 12 pitcher of the week,
Yeah.
the previous week, he comes in and just gives up 4 runs. That's crazy.
Yeah, I would have to say so. It was injury related. He's got a strained oblique. He can't swing because I guess it takes more force to swing than it does to throw the ball. But I mean, he's not healthy, and I mean that is a really good team. If you can't do something, they know it, and they're not going to bail you out.
Yeah. I mean, I was fine with Noah if the trainers signed off on it, he signed off on it, coaches signed off on it. They brought him in. It was a 1-run game at the time.
I mean, that would have been a huge, shot in the arm.
Yeah.
He could have got some outs, but
it just didn't work out. Martin, what did you think of Uli Bernsler?
Mm-hmm.
I was driving when he was pitching, so I missed.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there on Sunday.
Yeah.
Ray, can I tell you, he was inefficient. I mean, as much as a freshman can be, but I loved watching him pitch. I'll say that.
Dude, I kept thinking back to y'all's interview with Kirk, and when he mentioned Uli and said, he kind of reminds me of Nick Lodolo. He's just got that funky left-handed arm slot, right?
2 innings. He gave up 3 runs and one walk, 1 strikeout. But every pitch was like, dude, if I was in high school trying to pitch against this guy, like I would have been frozen. He was so good.
Yeah, imagine how good he's going to be if he can get a slider, a sweepy slider like Dolo has. Oh my goodness.
He was fun to watch. As a freshman, I was very excited.
Yeah, I heard he, made hitters uncomfortable. I guess he has interesting angles where the pitches come from, but I mean, he's still coming back from his injury, so I really wasn't expecting much. So, to go up against the number 1 team your first time, and sounds like he didn't embarrass himself. So he's, I would imagine he's going to get a lot better.
Yeah, he gave up 3 runs. I want to say was in the first couple innings, and then they pulled him. They didn't let him stay in there, so they were not ready to stretch him out yet. But all right, bad weekend. All right, 0-3. I want to separate those 3 games.
Yeah, because we got to talk about Monday.
We have to talk about Monday for a second.
That was the wildest, zaniest ball game I've ever watched in my life.
Frogs go down 6-1 against Loyola Marymount, and I want to say heads are rolling at this point.
Dude, no, it's the GTA meme. Ah, shit, here we go again.
Hashtag Fire Kirk is going viral. I mean, like that's
not for me.
Crazy. And the Frogs end up run ruling Loyola at this point, and this is solely based on the fact that they have no pitching. They rolled out multiple guys every couple batters, but the Frogs just let them, do their thing. And I don't know. I don't want to say this is a big win for the Frogs because it's not. It does make me feel a little bit better about the fact that they can beat bad teams, but that's where I'm at. So,
MK, sometimes you need your opponent to melt down to find that swagger. And hopefully TCU is going to find their swagger.
So the starter for LMU's name was Zach Dendecker, and he was all right. But I was getting really nervous when he finishes the 4th inning, only allowing 1 run because he was out of gas. I mean, he should not have been out there getting our guys out.
Why did they not keep him in, Martin?
he was out of gas. I mean, he was
he was done.
yeah. I mean, like after the third inning, he was kind of like the manager or coach for LMU was kind of looking for any reason to take him out and bring in the next guy, but TCU never gave him a reason, and he finished the fourth inning. But they went to the bullpen, and those guys just could not get outs.
Yeah.
Was Luke Elward was the first guy out of the pen. He faced 3 batters and he walked 3 batters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He faced 4. He walked 3. Oh, and he gave up a hit. And then they do get an out, and Zach Wattis has an E3. Right, cleared the bases.
Yeah, that was that was a gift from the former Frog.
So it was the 5th inning when everything fell to shit for LMU. But
yeah,
Dallimore, Brady, our guy, double to left center.
A triple.
Or
was it a triple double and an error?
According to TCU, it was a double. He advanced to third on an error.
Okay.
But yeah, they kept saying triple on the broadcast, didn't they?
Yeah.
Walk.
I mean, it looked like a triple to me, but
after that, walk, pass ball, walk.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wild pitch. Error. Hit by pitch. Double. New pitcher. Fly out. But we advanced.
Sack fly, right?
Walk. I mean, it's like a comedy at this point. It was nonstop. And what I really enjoyed was the announcers for LMU. Like they had a really tough job because they were trying to be positive about this team, and they actually were in some respects. The fact that they were just like making jokes about these guys, and I'm like, I actually love these guys.
So, like at some point, it did get hard to watch, but obviously, if you're losing 6-1, it gets a lot easier to watch. But I mean, these guys were just coming out of the bullpen and just not even close. I mean, there was a stretch where a hitter didn't even see a 2-strike count. It was just 4 balls walk, 4 balls walk.
I want to say the longest streak of not seeing a strike, it got up to like 13 pitches in a row.
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they don't have to go to College Station. I mean, because it was like 17. It was very low stress. I mean, the guys were not pitching like they had a 6-1 lead. They were pitching like they were already losing by 20.
So, obviously, LMU is not a great team. We understand that. They don't have the depth of pitching that we would see in the Big 12 or even UCLA. But is there anything positive you can take away from a game like that outside of just winning and, hitting some runs?
Yeah. I mean, you won. Right. I know you said other than winning, right? But I mean, it's got to feel good to get one back in the win column.
Yeah. I mean,
and Nolan Traeger was good.
Yeah. Build some confidence. One thing I did find myself thinking during this game was, man, I wish we were getting hits instead of them just because the strikes were not close. It wasn't very hard to lay off a lot of those. So it's kind of more that they're just giving stuff away than you taking advantage. But yeah, I mean, you run rule them. But I think the game was about to end anyways. I think there was a time limit because they had to catch a flight. But it just so happened that we got the third out in the 7th inning, like at the same time that we had a hard stop. So, I mean, 15 walks. 15 walks, and Chase Brunson was hit by a pitch 4 times.
Charge the mound.
I know we joked about this, obviously on Twitter, but it might be a TC record if we can't figure out any other stats to back that up. It's like,
Yeah, it very well could be a TCU record. One of the nice things about those hit by pitches was they were they didn't hurt very much, right? Like he got a breaking ball in his rear. Probably the best pitch and location to get hit by a pitch, and it was like first pitch, and he got an RBI from it. I think he had a couple RBIs from getting hit by a pitch. Stole a base, we had a pretty good run where we were having a hard time stealing bases.
Well, even early in the game.
Something got thrown out.
Stroh, I believe, got thrown out at second.
Yeah.
Ray, you mentioned Nolan Traeger. He's had a rough start to the weekend so far.
He's had a rough start to the year.
To the year. And there was it was a graphic, I think, during UCLA, and it was like, I think it was on Saturday or Sunday, but his average was like 0.69 or something. I mean, it was very low.
Nice.
But nice.
Not nice.
But he had a great day on Monday.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that small things like that, translate to, hey, let's get the mojo back, fellas. Like we're gonna play New Haven, which is gonna not be a good team, but
yeah,
let's take that into the next season, into the next weekend.
Yeah, you go to New Haven. Can I quickly run down how their first 3 games of Division I baseball went?
Oh boy.
Friday against Missouri in Orlando. They're playing this in Orlando. New Haven gets run ruled 12-2. Saturday they come back. They get run ruled in 17-5. And then on Sunday, for the Sunday matinee, they get run ruled 16-2.
Ooh.
Have they played a 9-inning game yet?
They have not. Because
That
was the first. That was their first 3. They got all the arms available.
Yeah, because they didn't play the opening weekend. That was their first 3 games, right?
And they don't play a midweek this week either.
Yeah.
Oh, they're super fresh. Oh man.
Yeah. Just keep it going. Offense wise, you need to beat up on these teams and get the confidence up. You mentioned Brady Dallimore. That was his first hit of his career, and his first collegiate hit. Nolan Traeger went from having a .0 something batting average. Now he's hitting a respectable 261. Keep it going. Jack Bell looked good in that LMU game. He had a couple of line drives. He probably had a third of our hits.
Cole Kramer too.
Yep, Cole Kramer.
Started the game off. Cole Kramer special, little oppo single.
We've seen kind of this. It's interesting because the first 2 weekends we've seen the kind of the same lineup. Do we expect any changes against New Haven, or we think it's going to be the same?
I think it'll be the same.
Yeah, I would expect it to be the same. Maybe a lot of defensive replacements if things go the way that they're supposed to, just to get guys in the game.
Mason on Friday, Lance on Saturday, and then we'll see on Sunday.
Probably Uli again for a couple of innings.
Okay.
I would suspect. I don't know.
I would imagine it's either Uli or Cade Nelson, right? I thought Cade Nelson pitched pretty well against LMU. Things just got away when in the last inning. It was just kind of weird. Like a couple of balls just hugged the line down the left field line for extra bases. I don't know.
Yeah, you could probably flip either one of those two for Sunday or Tuesday.
Martin, you were there on Friday and Saturday. Is there anything you would have done differently going back to UCLA, going back to LA, just kind of on your trip Let's talk about that for a second before we close out tonight.
I have a
No.
question while you're thinking about that.
Go ahead.
How is are you pre-check
No.
or so you're just straight TSA? Because
Yeah.
I heard that they canceled or they were doing something with TSA pre-check.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I've never put. I don't fly that much. I like to drive.
Was it a bumpy ride coming back? Because it was pretty
Coming back,
windy
yeah.
today.
Coming back,
Pretty
yeah.
dang windy.
Oh, the only thing I guess I would try to stay somewhere more centrally located. It's fucking hard to get anywhere in LA County.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's like you look at it on a map and it's like just a few miles away, but it'd take you all day to get there. It just makes you it makes you not want to leave where you need to be, right? Like if you have to be here at a certain time, like, hey, let's go somewhere over there. You know?
That's what I'm looking for. It's like travel tips from Martin because you do some shit. So this is awesome.
Yeah, how's the food? I
That's
saw
pretty good.
you got a what was the taco place you visited?
The first day we went to East LA, and if you guys haven't seen this movie Blood In Blood Out, it's kind of like I don't know, I've seen that movie like 500 times when I was little. It's like Goodfellas or something, but like a Mexican version. And
You would.
and there's a place in there where it's called Los Cinco Puntos, and it's just a taco place, and they take a picture there, and so I went and I visited, and the tacos were really good. Went to a bunch of other places, ate a lot of asada burritos and some Thai food. Food was good.
Did you go visit the Williams Chicken that me and you sat in waiting for an Uber after the national title game in Compton?
That was a Pollo Loco.
Oh, was it? I knew it was some chicken place.
Yeah. No, I think I passed by it though. I did want to go to that McDonald's that we went to the day before, but like I said,
Oh yeah, was that city we stayed in?
Downey.
Downey, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, Downey is like, yeah, it's in LA County.
That's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, well, it's like an hour there and then an hour back, type of deal. But yeah, Sunday was cool. We drove up Highway 1 to where my wife's from, outside of Santa Barbara. Went to the beach, did a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad you were there, despite the loss and stuff. It's like still got a trip out of it. Yeah, you get to spend some time with your wife and where she was from. It's cool.
I'm used to the losses. Nothing will ever be as bad as 2024 when I went to Cincinnati and Morgantown.
That Morgantown, like people were asking, "This is the worst series since?" And I was like, "Well, Morgantown happened. That was 23.
Morgantown, Cincinnati.
Hey,
you name it. Martin's got them. He's got all of them.
But hey, you know what? After that demoralizing weekend in Morgantown that year, they got red fucking hot and went all the way to Omaha.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I drove to watch Georgia. Like, I don't think I'll ever.
Dude, I rode in the car I was right there with you.
I don't think I'll ever get like 2 down over a loss like that.
Hey, you know what? We still got a lot of baseball to play.
Yeah, a lot.
And I wanna go back to your video, your clip early in the season. It's like this team's so good. And they played the best freaking team in the nation, and I believe that based on what I watched with Rock and Gasparino and all these guys. So I'm excited about the rest of the season. I still think we have potential. We have room to grow, and I think we're fine. You
Dude,
know,
we haven't
it was
even
just it
played.
was a shitty weekend, and that's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay to have a bad weekend.
Yeah.
And they played the best freaking team in the nation. So they have room to grow, and they're going to do that. And we're going to get out there against New Haven and the rest of the series, and we're going to be all right. So,
Dude, haven't even played a dang home game yet
or a
Mhm.
conference game.
or a conference game.
Yep. Like
Right.
you said, they challenged themselves against UCLA. I think they did figure some stuff out. And
Well, now they know what not to do. They spent a whole weekend figuring out what
Yeah.
not to do.
yeah.
Remind me to pitch Tommy Lepore if you get a chance.
So whenever we see UCLA again in Omaha,
Yeah.
we know what to do.
All right. Thanks for the comments, fellas. Appreciate all the feedback, Ray, and thanks for your boots on the ground, Martin. Grateful for the time tonight. Not a great weekend. Finished 1-3, but you know what? We're moving on, and we're gonna have a good week this week. Look forward to the Big 12 pack. Is that tomorrow night? Or, I don't know.
Probably Thursday.
Probably Thursday,
Yeah.
Ooh,
as
double
well as the deep
combo.
dish before New Haven on Friday. And we will see y'all there in the stadium at Lupton. Can't wait to be there. Love you guys. Go Frogs.
Go Frogs.
Go for us.